Falling over the words. Hello and welcome to episode 3 of Falling Over the Words, the only podcast featuring me. So I got to the end of the last episode last week and recorded it, I uploaded it, and I wasn't overly happy with it, so I thought about cheering myself. So for some reason I went to the internet and it led me down researching a topic which I think is quite controversial, which I don't mean to offend anyone. As I say, all these opinions are my own. I You can have differing opinions to me. I don't mean to cause upset to anyone. Um, but yeah, this week's topic, quite a serious one, I think. It's pandas. Those little black and white devils, or are they angels? Um, you look online and you see those videos of pandas, and they look like men in suits, and that they shouldn't exist. Yet they do. And so I'm going to delve into the topic of pandas this week and talk about them. And as you can see, I've made a little. I can't call it a PowerPoint because I didn't use PowerPoint. I'll call it a slideshow. But we all know it's PowerPoint anyway. But yes, so I'm going to cover 5 points today, and that is: what is a panda? Is it a carnivore? Have there ever been any recorded human attacks? Does it actually have this so-called problem with reproducing? And going off of these 4 very general and broad topics, should it be helped and saved? So, without further ado, what is a panda? As you can see, it's a mammal. It lives in the high forests of China. Apparently, it's very well camouflaged, even though these forests are green and they're black and white. They're said to be well camouflaged. They love a good swim or climbing a tree. I mean, I don't know if they're very good at climbing trees. Again, we've all seen the videos of a panda can barely sit up without falling and going for a roll and a tumble. It's got an enlarged wrist bone that it uses like a thumb to get all that bamboo down it, which I thought was weird, and I thought I'd put in there. And apparently, there's only 1,500 left in the wild, so they are at a bit of a risk, and no one's a fan of that. So is it a carnivore? Well, apparently it's an omnivore, even though 99% of its diet is bamboo. But they also hunt small mammals. I think they're called pika or paiku, little rodent type things. They eat fish and other veg, but their main diet is strong grass. And to help it eat this strong grass, it's evolved some flat molars for crushing and grinding up said long grass, and it uses that enlarged wrist bone, the thumb, to grab the grass, pull down, and eat it. But even after all of these changes and adaptations to its face, its jaw, and its paws, it's still got the digestive tract suited for a carnivore. So it can't digest the cellulose in bamboo easily. They sit there for 16 hours a day eating, and apparently they poo 50 times a day, which sounds a bit like me, if I'm honest. And so its solution to not getting much nutrition, because bamboo is not nutritious for it at all, it's gone, you know what, I'm going to eat more of it and just sit here for 16 hours a day just eating grass. And every now and then, if it can be asked, it'll get up and go, oh, there's a little rat thing over there, I'll have a munch of that. Oh, that was all right. But you know what I really fancy? I fancy a bit of grass that I can't digest properly. I mean, what is this animal? Everyone says that they're cute and cuddly. It's starving itself, essentially. It's why it has to eat so much bamboo and strong grass, because it isn't nutritious for it at all. Pandas. So, any human attacks? Well, they're very rare. In my research, there were 3 attacks recorded at a Beijing zoo in 2006. However, in recent articles that have come to light, there are zoos in China that like to paint dogs. So it could have been a dog that was just a bit miffed at being painted black and white to look like a panda. I'm not saying that it was. I'm just saying that it's a possibility. We never know. Those cheeky pandas. But yeah, apparently there's been no recordings of killings. Not to say it hasn't happened, but they probably haven't because they're too busy stuffing their face with grass. So, why does it struggle reproducing? Or does it? Well, there are some serious reasons. The females are only fertile for 24 to 72 hours a year. I mean, most married men could agree with that. Wayo, sorry to anyone watching that for that slightly sexist comment. I do apologise. The opportunity was there. I took it. They have a weird gestation time. So, male panda impregnates the female panda, and apparently they have a hormone that stops the gestation happening for 2 months. And the sperm just sits there waiting to get to the egg. And then when it does eventually fertilise, the female panda then goes, well, I might have this in 3 months, I might have it in 6 months, depends what takes my fancy. Which, again, each their own, I guess. But pandas, man, they're probably too busy eating bamboo. But then there are also some hilarious reasons. I read that if a panda is too comfortable in its habitat, it's less likely to mate. So I was reading on National Geographic and places like that, and Encyclopedia Britannica. That if a panda is too comfortable in its habitat, the trend is that they don't mate, and it's probably going, well, I quite like where I live. Do I really want to mess this up with kids? I've got a good thing going on. Bloody millennials, eh? And the panda's diet, again, it leaves it with little to no energy to move. So it won't even get up and walk around, let alone go, should probably put this thing in that thing and make some more baby pandas. You know what? I'm quite knackered right now. I've had a hard day eating grass and just pooing. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to eat some more grass and then poo some more because my diet isn't suited to this. And it's also that young males only have one chance to mate. Again, females are only fertile for 24 to 72 hours. So when males do find a female, they will mate with multiple females. However, a lot of them don't know what they're doing, and they've noticed a trend of they try and put it in the face, in the side. They struggle to mount the female correctly, I believe is the technical term, as opposed to what I said, which is also rather amusing. Pandas are sort of struggling on their own. They don't really know what they're doing. I mean, I suppose they do know what they're doing. That's sweet F all, because they're sat there eating grass. But does it need and deserve saving? Yes, of course it does. I mean, there was that famous interview with Chris Packham, the wildlife conservationist, a while back, and he actually said the pandas shouldn't be saved because they're not helping themselves, and that he wants to eat the last one. Which, I mean, I get his point. I mean, they don't move a lot. I imagine they're going to be tender as hell. Just nice medium rare, maybe a nice pepper sauce on the side. Or actually, you could probably stir fry it and put in a hoisin or like an oyster sauce. Make it a bit more culturally relevant. That'd be nice. But no, definitely they do need saving at all costs, because how many times have we been feeling bad? Like I said at the start of the episode, I was feeling down after the last episode, and I sat down and I just watched loads of panda videos. Oh, of course, most of these are in captivity. You know, it's different, but panda climbing a tree, the branch snapping, it falls, gets up, like, what the hell has happened here? Anyway, I'm going to go about my day. I'll either climb that tree again, I'll roll down a hill, or you know what? That strong grass is looking mighty tasty. I'm going to have to get that down me. I mean, how these creatures are still alive on their own, I don't know. I know we've put them in captivity, captured them. Essentially we have, but we're doing that for conservation things because, of course, there's deforestation and habitation loss that's also guiding I suppose it is guiding them to extinction, but it's not helping with them staying alive. But yes, these delightful little creatures. I mean, they're not even little. They're about 4 foot tall. These crazy little bears. But yeah, we need to save them because we all need a panda in our life when we're feeling down. And you know what? On the bad days, and you're sat on the sofa, you've got a day off of work, you're not working, you've had a bit of bad news, and you just want to chill out. You want to gorge on food. You know what you want to do? You want to be a panda. I think everyone's spirit animal at some point is a panda. They're just legends, aren't they? Those crazy little strong grass eating bears. They're barely a bear, aren't they? But anyway, that's my rant over pandas. And I hope you liked this episode. And if you did, please like and subscribe. And I'll join you next week for another rant on a ridiculous topic.